This
what is it?
conference will now be recorded.
What is the main activities in SDLC? Such as main activities. I'm not writing all main activities such as requirement gathering, and requirements prepared as a plan, design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance. This is the main activities. Requirement gathering, plan, design, coding, testing, and release and maintenance. Release and maintenance. This is the main activities of SDLC. Any company, either small size company or big size company, any company, to implement, they have to follow same activities. Either small size company or big size company, any company, to develop the application, they have to follow same implementation activities. Okay, but the mainly yesterday we discuss from this everyone, from this SDLC activities, testing engineer job will be start after coding, right? So everyone, what is software testing? Software testing means nothing but it's a process of verification plus validation. Once again, everyone, software testing means nothing but what to what? It's a process of verification plus validation. What is meaning of verification? What is meaning of validation? In day one class, software testing means we learn different definition, such as it's a process of executing an application with an intention of finding defects, right? But the one more definition, and the mainly the day one, whatever the definition you learn, that is only definition of software testing. But with real time work, what is software testing? We can give the answer as it is a process of verification and validation. First of all, what is meaning of verification? What is meaning of validation? Everyone try to understand. Software testing means it's a process of verification and validation. What is meaning of verification? What is meaning of validation? Normally meaning of verification means nothing but review. Verification means nothing but review. For example, one small example. One student, they're writing exam in examination hall. Once exam is completed, answer paper before giving to newsletter, same student review, nothing but call as verification. And after validation, nothing but call as, separate one, they're checking, whether is it right or not, nothing but call as validation. Everyone, once again try to understand what is verification, what is validation. So very simple, who are writing the exam, the same person review, nothing but call as verification. Separate person checking, nothing but call as validation. Comes into software testing, who are collecting the requirements, you know very well, business analyst, right? Business analyst. Who are preparing the plan? Project manager. Who are writing the design? Architect team. Who are writing the coding? Programmer writing the coding. you know, requirement gathering by the business analyst, plan done by the project manager, design done by the architect team, coding done by the programmer. So from requirement gathering to coding, who are who are developing, same person review, nothing but call as verification. Nothing but call as what? Verification. I'll tell you one small example. Requirement gathering, business analyst collect the requirements, prepared document, right? Prepared document, yes, such as BRS and SRS. Remember guys, once business analysts collect the requirements from the customer, BRS and SRS documents will be reviewed by BRS and SRS documents will be reviewed by same person. Understand my point? Who are prepared the plan? Project manager. Once plan prepared by project manager, before go to the design, same project manager review, and design done by architect. Once design done by architect, before go to coding, same architect review on design documents. Program done by the programmers. Once coding is done by the programmers, before go to next phase, same programmer review, nothing but call as verification. Once again guys, it's very easy. Everyone who are collecting the requirement, business analyst. Before go to next phase, same person review. Who are prepare the plan? Project manager. Before go to design, same project manager review on plan whether plan is correct or not. Who are write the design? Architect. Same architect review whether designing is correct or not. And coding is done by programmer whether coding is correct or not. So from requirement gathering to coding, what happened? Who are implementing? Nothing but who are developing, same person review, nothing but call as verification. Testing engineer testing on application, nothing but call as validation. Everyone, once again guys, from requirement gathering to coding, who are developing the application, same person review, so nothing but call as verification. After coding, testing engineer will test on application whether developed application is right or not, nothing but call as validation. As a software testing engineer, as a QA, our job will becomes into validation. Testing, nothing but comes into validation. But software testing means not only testing engineer job, it is a process of both verification and validation. Verification means nothing but same person review. So validation means nothing but the separate person testing on application, nothing but call as validation. Everyone, so what is software testing? The simply answer as it's a process of verification and validation. So what is testing engineer job? Everyone, I need your reply in chat box. If you working as a testing engineer, so your job will becomes into verification part or validation part. If you working as a testing engineer, your job will becomes into verification part or validation part. Yes, yes, everyone, testing engineer job comes into validation because our job will becomes into testing part the work validation. And what is verification? Let me write what is verification. Simply developing the project is developing the project is right or not. Developing the project is right or not. Call verification, also called as static testing. And what is meaning of validation? Everyone, what is meaning of validation? Developed. Developed product is that developer project, anything, developer product, anything is right or not. Is right or not. Nothing but call as dynamic testing. Everyone, once again, it's a process of verifying that developing the project is right or not called verification, and the developed application is right or not called validation. Is called what? Validation. Simple guys. For example, in our home, let me take one small example, real-time example. I mean, in our home, mother, she's preparing some food. While prepare the food, same person checking the taste. Call as what? Verification. After food prepared, you are while eating, you are your family, they're checking whether taste is good or not. Nothing but call as what? Validation. So testing engineers, our job will be start after coding. Our job is called testing, nothing but comes into validation. And validation also called as what? Dynamic. Okay, one question. So this is reviews, that is called verification. But my doubt is, why verification is called static testing? Why validation is called dynamic testing? My question, understand? Why verification is called static testing and why validation is called dynamic testing? Very simple. Static means never change. For example, my name is Ramakrishna. My name is Ramakrishna. Never change, right? Nothing but called static. Now, my designation test consultant. Maybe if I left the job, it will be changed, right? And if I got the promotion, maybe the designation will change. So the process nothing but comes into, I mean, which is frequently changing, called dynamic testing. Understand my point? Everyone, try to understand, guys, once again, what is dynamic frequently changing. So testing engineer, whenever identify the defect, definitely developer need to modify the process, nothing but call as validation and also called as dynamic testing. Once again, guys, software testing, it's a process of verification and validation. What is verification? What is validation? It's a process of developing, I mean, that developing the application is right or not called verification. Developed application is right or not called validation. From requirement gathering to coding, same person review comes into verification, also called as static testing. So testing engineer testing on application, nothing but comes into validation and also called as dynamic testing. Also called as what? Dynamic testing. I hope you understood, guys. Then let's enter into the subject. Before test application, as a testing engineer, we should have the knowledge about which development model our company they're following. Yes, because in market, depending on the requirement, so many models are there. So let me learn software development models. Yesterday concept different. Yesterday concept SDLC, software development lifecycle. But today concept, what are the development models are there? What are the development models are there? Let me try to understand. Yes. Let me explain once again. Based on the client requirement, based on the project requirement, everyone, based on the client requirement, based on the project requirement. Based on the project requirement, company to develop the application, they can follow different types of development models. Let me show on paint application. Let me show on paint application. Software development models. Software development models. Okay. Software development models are classified into two types. What are the two types? Such as sequential model and 1 minute, such as sequential model and incremental model. Let me write sequential model. Sequential model and incremental models. First of all, incremental, and it is also called as iterative model. Incremental model and also called as what? Iterative model. Once again, guys, based on the project requirement or based on the client requirement, software development models are classified into two types. One is sequential model, second one is incremental and also called as iterative model. First of all, what is meaning of sequential? Nothing but call as step by step. Everyone, what is meaning of sequential? Nothing but call as step by step. What is meaning of incremental? It's like a installment, nothing but part by part. Nothing but what? Part by part. So very simple. Whenever small size project, small size requirement, to implement that kind of application, we can go to sequential model. Whenever big size project, big size requirement, then to implement the application, we can go to incremental model and also called as iterative models. They're also called as what? Iterative models. So first of all, what are the sequential models are there? Waterfall model and V models are, everyone, waterfall models and V models are best examples for sequential model. What are the incremental models are there? Such as RAD model and prototype model and spiral model, and very famous, very advanced one, agile methodology, agile model. Nothing but comes into incremental model. Once again, guys, based on the project requirement, based on the client requirement, software development models are classified into two types of models, such as sequential models and incremental model. Whenever small size project, small size requirement, we can go to sequential model. Whenever big size project, big size requirement, then we can go to incremental model and also called as what? Iterative models. So nowadays 70% of companies they're following, nowadays 70% of companies they're following agile model. But in our class, every model we should know that, because subject wise every model is important. Interview time maybe they can ask, and we should have the knowledge on that. That's what in our class both I'll cover. What are the both? Sequential model and as well as incremental model. Once again, software development models are classified into two types of models, such as sequential model and incremental model. Whenever small size project, small size requirement, then we can go to sequential. Whenever big size project, big size requirement, then we can go to incremental model. Okay, what are the sequential model? First of all, let me explain about waterfall model. Okay, let me explain about waterfall model. I'll show the paint application. Let me show waterfall model first of all. First, I'll draw the diagram of waterfall model. Then I'll explain about the remaining points. Okay. Waterfall model. What are the SDLC activities? Same, such as requirement gathering. Requirements prepared as a what to what? PRS and SRS, and prepared as a project plan. Next, design, and after coding, and after testing, finally release and maintenance. Release, release and maintenance. Try to understand, guys. All activities look like a same SDLC. Am I right? No point. All activities look like same SDLC. So, such as requirement gathering, plan, design, coding, testing, and release and maintenance. Release and maintenance. Observe, guys, waterfall model. First of all, let me write, everyone, let me write waterfall model. I hope you understood waterfall model same as SDLC. Waterfall model same as SDLC. So let me write on my notepad. Now we are discussing about waterfall model. Everyone, what is waterfall model? It is a sequential model, right? Yes, it's a what? It's a what? Sequential model. Yes, once again, first point, it's a sequential model. And the second point, everyone, second point, it is suitable for small size of projects. Small size of projects whenever requirements are very clear. Yes, whenever requirements are clear, then in this model we can implement the project as step by step. See, whenever small size project requirements are clear, in waterfall model all implementation activities will be carried out step by step. Nothing but, you know, whenever 100% requirement gathering completed, then only go to BRS SRS documents. Whenever 100% documentation is completed, then they will go to plan. Whenever 100% plan completed, then they will go to design. Whenever 100% design completed, then they will go to coding. In case designing is not completed, is it possible to go to coding? No. Whenever 100% coding completed, then only they will go to coding. So once coding is completed, then they will go to testing. I hope you understood, guys, up to here, everyone. So let me write the point by point on my notepad. All implementation activities, all implementation activities, nothing but step by step. Once again, guys, waterfall model today we are discussing, it is a sequential model, and whenever small size of projects, whenever requirements are clear, in this model all implementation activities will be carried out. How? Step by step. All implementation activities will be carried out step by step. And In waterfall model, everyone, waterfall model, what about software testing? Already we learned software testing means it is a process of verification and validation, right? It's a process of verification and validation. So in this model, mostly they're focusing on validation. They're not focusing that much on verification because there is no that much of time now. So because small size project, they're not that much focused on verification. They are focusing on mostly what? Validation. Yes, they're mostly focusing on what? Validation. Once again, guys, they're mostly focusing on validation in this model. Once again, guys, it's a process of verification and validation. It's a process of verification and validation. And in waterfall model, small size of project, that's what? Verification not required, only validation required. Okay, so let me write in this model, only validation required. Yes, only validation required. Why verification not required? Because small size project, that's what? Only validation required, verification not required. Then why it is called waterfall model? Why it is called waterfall model? Guys, flow of activity. See, the flow of activity look like a waterfall. Understand, guys? Flow of activity look like a step by step. Na? The symbolic of that, the model name nothing but call as waterfall model. The symbolic of that, the model name nothing but call as what? Waterfall model. Once again, guys, everyone. So waterfall model, step by step. That's what the model name title as a waterfall model. Let me write here. Flow of activity. Everyone, flow of activity look like a yes, flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model title as a title as a this model title as a waterfall model. Yes, guys, few days back during mock interview, I asked her the same question. Why this is model name is called waterfall model to one girl. She replied like, who designed the waterfall? Maybe he designed in front of the. I mean, who designed this model? Who designed this model? Maybe he designed in front of the waterfall. That's what the model name nothing but call as waterfall. But nothing is there like that. There is no waterfall and swimming pool in front of the developer. Okay, just flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model title as a waterfall. Guys, Hadoop, what is the symbol? Elephant. Java, what is symbol? Coffee cup. They are giving this kind of symbols while developing this, but testing, there is no waterfall and swimming pool here. Just a flow of activity. Flow of activity look like a step by step. That's what the model nothing but call as waterfall model. Once again, everyone, what is waterfall model? It is a sequential model suitable for small size of projects. Whenever requirements are clear and small size project requirements are clear, in this model, all implementation activities will be carried out step by step. In this model, only validation, no verification. And in this model, flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model titled as a waterfall model. Everyone, in this model, the flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model titled as a waterfall model. This model titled as a waterfall model. I hope you understood, guys, up to here. Next, but in this model, one disadvantage is there. What is disadvantage in this model? What is disadvantage in this model? I'm not writing, just I'm showing that main disadvantage. Small size project. Now example, 100% requirement gathering completed, 100% requirement gathering completed, BRS completed, plan completed in middle of the project. Suddenly, if client asking any changes, go back and changing requirements are not possible. Understand my point? Because small size project now. So whenever 30%, 50% project is completed, suddenly if client asking any changes in middle of the project, in waterfall model, middle of the project, changes are not possible. Everyone, in middle of the, yes, in middle of the changes are not possible because it is a small size of the projects. Everyone, it is what? Small size of the projects. I hope you understood, guys, up to here. Once again, it is a sequential model suitable for small size. Whenever requirements are clear in this model, all implementation activities step by step. In this model, only validation and flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model title as a waterfall. So what is disadvantage? Only one point. In middle of project, not possible to go back and changing requirements. Not possible to go back, not possible to go back and changing requirements. In middle of project, not possible to go back and changing requirements. Are you clear my point? Okay. Next model, V model. Next model, V model, but important model because still small size of the company to implement small size of the projects, they're following same V model. So let me show on paint application V model. Let me show V model on my screen. Try to understand. But important model, guys, just focus on here. Okay. What is implementation activities? Let me write. First of all, requirement gathering, requirements prepared as a what to what, BRS and SRS, and after project plan. Next, design. You know, two types of design such as high level design and low level design. High level design and low level design. So please keep in mute, guys. Please keep in mute. Please don't disturb the class. Okay. Finally, everyone, coding. Okay. One question I'm asking, guys, when to start testing engineer job? After coding or before coding? Give me your answer in chat box. When to start testing engineer job? I mean, after coding or before coding?
After.
Guys, don't unmute, don't talk. It is not one-to-one session, please. After coding or before coding? Yes, after coding, right? Everyone, one small example I'll ask. I'm involving in small size project. My developer they're asking 3 months time to complete development. Got it my point? How long? My developer they're asking 3 months to complete development. Then as per your answer, testing engineer job should be start after 3 months. Am I right my point? Yes. Everyone. So here what I want to say, whenever working as a testing engineer, for example, I join one company, my developers, yes, everyone, whenever join into any company, my developers are asking 3 months of time to complete development. Yes, 3 months of time to complete development. So my doubt is, my question is, in this 3 months, what we have to do? What we have to do? My question, understand? If developer asking 3 months time or 4 months time, then in this time, what we have to do? That is my question. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. One small example before explaining this topic. One small example I'll explain. One building construction is going on. Today, building construction is started. I am the carpenter. Just imagination. Just imagination. Okay. I'm the carpenter. Today, one building construction started. So my work will be start minimum whenever 50% work is completed. Am I right? Minimum whenever 50% work is completed, then my job will start. Everyone, whenever 50% work is completed, then my job will start. Yes, then my job will start. So today construction started. To complete 50% of work, they're asking minimum 3 months of time. Then after 3 months, as a carpenter, my work will be start. But in these 3 months, what I have to do? I have to estimate. What I have to estimate? How much wood required, how many windows required, how many doors required, what kind of designs required, and everything I need to estimate. I need to purchase the wood. If I design, then after 6 months, my work will be easy. Am I right, my point? So if I start after 6 months, it will take too much of time. Same. Testing engineer also real time what they will do. Once requirements are ready, based on requirements, everyone, once requirements are ready, based on requirements, developer developing the application. Am I right, my point? Without requirements, is it possible? No. Based on requirement, same testing engineer also will start testing activities. Yes, or like nothing but call as system testing. Nothing but call as what? System testing. Yes, nothing but call as system testing. Everyone, in V model what happened? Once requirements are ready, in based on requirement, once a developer developing the application, once a tester testing the application. Maybe you have one doubt, sir. Without completion of development, without completion of coding, how tester will test? Here in this model, tester will not test parallelly. They will prepare testing related documents such as test plan document, test scenario document, test case document, and a test data document. Like that, testing related documentation they have to prepare. Got it, my point? Testing related documentations they have to prepare. Once again, guys, try to understand. Once requirements are ready, everyone, once requirements are ready, based on requirement, parallelly they will start testing activities. Testing activities after coding. Normally, yesterday we discussed the 4 levels of testing: unit testing, integration testing, which is comes into white box, and system testing, and last level user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing. Guys, very simple. Once requirements are ready, once requirements are ready, if developer asking 3 months of time, in this 3 months, based on requirement, developer developing the application, tester, in this 3 months you no need to wait. Then what we have to do? We have to prepare testing related documentation such as test plan, test scenario, test cases, and test data. After 3 months only, we will test application. But in this 3 months, we are preparing testing related documentation to save the time. That too, in this model, parallelly they will implement verification and parallelly they will implement validation. Waterfall model, only validation, no verification, right? But in this model, parallelly, because development, testing, both are implementing parallelly, na? Yes. So verification and validation also implementing parallelly. Everyone, verification, validation also implementing parallelly. I hope you understood, guys, up to here. Once again, software testing in V model, everyone, in V model, once requirements are ready, parallelly developing the application based on requirement. Testing engineer, they're not testing, just testing engineer parallelly they will prepare testing related documentation such as test plan, test scenario, test cases, test data. Either after 3 months, after 6 months, then only testing engineer will test application. So let me write here V model, everyone. Let me write here V model. But still, small size of companies, they're following the same V model. Let me write, guys, everyone. Let me write. V stands for what? Verification and validation. Yes. So it is also sequential model suitable for small size of projects, but based on requirements, along with developers, along with developers we can start, everyone, based on requirements, along with developer we can start testing activities such as what to what, such as test plan and test scenario, test scenario and test case and test data. This kind of documents we have to prepare. And guys, here we can ensure, one point, very very important point, we can ensure 100% customer satisfaction in this model. Yes, we can ensure 100% customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction, ensure 100% customer satisfaction because of, everyone, ensure 100% customer satisfaction because of implementing both verification and validation. In this model also same, in middle of the project changing requirements are not possible because here parallel implement na. If a change requirement, development process should be disturbed and as well as testing process should be disturbed. Got it my point? In middle of the project, if any changes happen, then development should be modified, testing should be modified. So this is not possible. Everyone, tell me one point. Waterfall V model, which one is best model in your point of view? I hope you understood. Then tell me which one is best model, waterfall model or V model? Which one you will refer in your company to implement small size of project? Yes, because of V model. Yes, V model, 100% V model, because V model we can save the time. In V model, both waterfall model and V model, waterfall model, sorry, verification and validation. So we can ensure 100% customer satisfaction and we can save the time, and you don't need to wait up to completion of development. Parallelly, we can start testing activities. Parallelly, we can start testing activities. I hope you understood, guys, up to here. Okay, guys. Now, one question. I'll ask the questions, guys. I'll ask the questions. Be ready with the chart. Everyone, you have the chart option. Please be ready with the chart. Please be ready with the chart. Based on your reply, I can understand how much you are following the class, how much you're understanding the class. Okay. So my first question is, what is software testing? What is software testing? Yes, very good. Very good. It's a process of verification and validation. It's a process of verification and validation. Good, good, very good. Next question. What are the names of sequential models? What are the names of sequential models? What are the names of sequential models? Very good. Waterfall model, V model. Next question. What is incremental models? What are the names of incremental models? What are the names of incremental models? What are the names of incremental models? Very good. Very good. Next, everyone, where both will be implement, I mean, verification, validation, where it will be implemented in waterfall model or V model? Where verification, validation will be implemented in waterfall model or V model? Yes. Yes. Very good. Fine. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about remaining model, RAD model, prototype model, spiral model, and as well as agile methodology. Yes. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about RAD model, prototype model, spiral, and everyone with live project we can discuss with agile methodology, because nowadays 90% of companies they're following agile methodology. I hope you understood guys up to here. Yes. Okay. And guys, I told you already. So manual testing next 25 to 30 days of class 100% free. Automation Selenium class is chargeable. So paid classes, but that is whenever after 25 days of classes. But don't miss automation classes. Very very important. How many students you are interested to automation? How many students you are interested for automation, guys? Good, good. Yes, thank you guys. Just I started 3 days back manual testing, but still now 50 to 60% registrations are done for automation testing. Thank you for that. very few seats available. I know that, no worry. After that, whenever 50% manual testing is done, like then we can start automation classes also. Okay. Thank you, guys. Yes, Anand. So now, guys, this is time to just clarify your doubts. Please give me your doubts in the chat box. I'll clarify that. Everyone, like, please give me just your doubts. Maybe if you miss that, no worry. The lot of questions they'll ask, maybe I can miss one or two, but no worry, guys. Definitely, I'll try to reply for each and everything. If you miss last 2 to 3 classes, once you can contact management, maybe they can help you with recordings or something. Disadvantage of fee model, I told you already. It's in middle of the project. If you changes, development testing should be disturbed. No, Deepak? Yes, no need any coding skills. Guys, we can create the WhatsApp group, and there I'll join in the WhatsApp group. Within 2 to 3 days, we can create the WhatsApp group. Then, if you have any doubts, I'll clarify that. Sadish, you can understand while going in the next classes. Production team, nothing but who are giving the support. Yes, Eilish available. Snehal, tomorrow once I'll repeat that, no worry. Anant, most of companies we model they're implementing. Verification, why it is called static? Because it's never changed. Documents, most it's never change. And notes, I'll tell you already, I explained number of times. Within a week, you will get the notes. The two who are attending automation classes. Sorry, who are attending regular classes, you can get the notes. Sunday no class, Monday to Saturday. If you are technically good, I can give you some references. Nikita, I can give you the references. Vedant, please contact the management recording automation classes, automation fees. Vishal, yes. Yes, tomorrow same time, every day same time manual testing, never change. Never change. So guys, some people they're asking, sir, how to contact management. Maybe you got the mail, you got the WhatsApp message, and you got something a response from the management, right? How you got the link? So please contact the same number. They will respond for that. Okay. So now you're joining the class link, right? So how you got the link with some with number or with some mail, like something. So please contact them. They will help you for that. Neeta, maybe I miss your question. Neeta, once again, can you ask me that? I'll share you guys definitely. Live project will start after 10 days. Vinita, notes I'll give you after 1 week. Then I'll collect a mail IDs. No worry, not now. After 1 week, I'll collect the mail IDs and I'll send the notes. Priyanka, you can contact management. Sailesh, with mobile also you can attend, not a problem. No need any coding skills for the automation, guys. Lipika, only on manual testing, market is too less. Better to add automation also. Vishal, manual testing 25 to 30 days of course. After automation testing, Selenium 45 days of course. Agile methodology will start after the 10 days. Definitely, I'll give the references for automation testing. No, automation is very easy, Neeta. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So we can continue tomorrow, same time, same link, and you can share this link to your friends and your groups, WhatsApp groups or some other, because it will be helpful for so many students. So please don't miss that. You can share to others. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice day to all. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.